Hello, I thought I'd make a quick vlog. And it's actually pretty warm outside, but I just turned on the air conditioning and there's a vent right here, so I'm feeling all the cold air. And as soon as the temperature reaches or goes down to the temperature that the thermostat is set on, I'll be fine because the vent will turn off. Yeah, I mean, air will stop coming from the vent and it'll be fine. But for right now, I'm cold. I'm cold. Anyway, I spent the night at my sister's house yesterday and I snuggled with my snuggle buddies and they were just so cute. They were just so cute. So cute. And then I came home and I went back to my sister's house and I babysat. She wrote me into babysitting the dogs until until 5:30 in the afternoon. And she left around 1:30. So from 1:30 to 5:30, I was there just keeping the dogs company. And really I didn't have to be. I just had to be there at 5:30 to make sure they went out, make sure they had food, make sure they had water because that's their normal feeding time and their normal bathroom time. So, but I just stayed there and had fun, snuggling and, just throwing. Well, I didn't throw any toys. They didn't have any toys. They were like puppy down. So I just snuggles with them. And that's about it. Um, Today I was thinking about having a yard sale tomorrow, and then I realized it is Mother's Day tomorrow. So I don't think having a yard sale would be a good idea. But I have so much stuff I need to get rid of, and I may have yard sales, pretty regularly this summer. I'm hoping to at least. I'm hoping to. And what else? What else? Well, okay, so I'm going to switch from personal topics to world news. And congratulations, Pope Leo the 14th. Congratulations. You are from Chicago, and I know you spent time in South America, so I know you speak perfect Spanish, very fluent Spanish, so congratulations all around. I think they picked the right man for the job. Finally, someone from North America. You know, finally, the United States is representing in Rome. Awesome. Um, what else? Uh, let's see. I haven't really watched too many vlogs because that's usually how I spend my time. If I'm not doing anything else, I'll just watch vlogs or vlog on my own. But my internet on this phone is all wacky because I was told that I don't want to say anything bad, so never mind. But my internet is wacky, and yeah, so it's hard, and my phone calls get dropped all the time, or they cut out in and out all the time now. So I don't have that much of a reliable service anymore. I used to, but now I don't. So I may have to look for a new company. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, what else? So back to world news or national news. I'm glad that President Trump has offered um, people who are here illegally an opportunity to self-deport and give by giving them $1,500 and a free flight home. I'm so happy about that because it was making me worried that people are just getting picked up off the street and, and just being put in detention centers and then, shipped off. It's just, I don't know. It just made me nervous for them. But this seems much more humane. So, I'm glad. I'm glad. But now it's time for people who are here illegally to take advantage of it before they do get detained. So, because President Trump seems very serious about people coming into the country legally. Yeah. So, and he campaigns on it too. He campaigns on, ridding the United States of illegal immigrants. So, yeah. And then, what else? Let's talk about the schools. So, I don't know where that's at, and they're coming. They will be here soon. You all have to be patient. And what is the school year going to look like? We are still trying to determine that. Okay. We are being transparent. We don't know what age children are going to start. We don't know a lot of things. That's why we have test schools. Okay. Alright. Well, as long as they're being transparent. And with me, are you being transparent? Yes. Okay. So, once the schools open, I hope it ushers in a whole new way of life for humanity. The schools are for humanity. For them to have a better way of life, an easier time of it, and to not suffer the way humanity has been suffering. It's just, I don't know. I can't force people to love Jesus, but I can tell them about Jesus, and I can tell them the difference in my life from before Jesus to after Jesus, and giving my life to Jesus. Because before Jesus, I believed in him, and I never really prayed to him, but I believed, and I was going through so much suffering, and I'm like, what is the deal? When is it going to end? How is it going to end? It's never going to end, and it hasn't ended, but with Jesus, once I gave my life to Jesus, it became a whole different ball game. Because yes, I've had traumatic experiences, and you've seen the result. Like I'd sit there and talk, and then I'd be like, "What did I just say? I don't even know." Blah blah blah, stuff like that. I mean, I was traumatized, but I was happy, still content and at peace, because Jesus was there. And Jesus was helping me little by little recover from the trauma. So, and it made such a huge difference. It made such a huge difference. So, I don't know. So, people still are fighting Jesus being taught in the schools, but he will be. He will be. And I look forward to the schools opening, and I can't wait to see what happens. Careful guidance, lots of love, community, family, school. Community, school, most important, family, parents, and then students. The most important, students. Anyway, but yeah, so we'll see, exploratory classrooms and all, and everything else that I said, because I don't remember everything, but everything, I'm going to have to rewatch all those videos and go through them. There's so many of them, so I'll have to rewatch them all. But yeah, and the symbol, I don't know how the symbol's going to be used, and we do. And we have already told people that we are not going to be transparent with how the symbol is going to be used until it is in use, so that no one takes it. Okay. So, yeah. How about that? And let's talk about my city. Like, oh, goodness. Oh, so much goodness. So much goodness in the thought of just leaving and just being away from negative people. People who hate me, people who want to put spells on me, people who can't stand the sight of me, people who, just whatever. So much disdain, so much anger, so much hatred, so I don't need that. And no, she does not need that. She's going to have her own city. Yes, I'm going to have my own city where I can go out and about, maybe. You will be able to go out and about. Yes, I can go out and about and not worry that someone's going to cast a spell on me, or give me the evil eye, or throw a jinx at me, or a hex at me, or whatever else they do, So, yeah, I can't wait. I was just thinking about the hot air balloon. Okay, we are not allowing Marissa to speak about the city, or at least some of the things in the city, because we don't want everyone to take all of her ideas. Okay. All right, well, I'm looking forward to the city. I'm looking forward to it. I love humanity. And I would never accept my own city if I weren't, spending money on humanity. And she will be. She has the biggest fortune in the history of mankind, and her money will be used to help end hunger, and for many other uses. How about the schools? Many people are backing you on the schools. You may not have to pay that much. Well, I will anyway. Okay, I insist. Okay, then she will add money to the schools. Yes. Anyway, but yeah, and all of this, once the schools are working, once everything is working, there should be so many things that will self-correct. Like, if there is no answer to the hunger problem, which there is, I'm sure there is, then someone will go through the schools and be in that area where there's this famine and all that, and then they can come up with solutions because they know the area, and they'll study their government and all that, so we'll see. But I think it can be solved without all that. It can be solved sooner than that. So, I hope so. And, but yeah, I think a lot of issues and a lot of problems will self correct once students go through the entire school system, you know? Because I was thinking, I'm not even sure if older students should be part of the test schools. You know, maybe everyone should just start young and then go through the entire thing. And we are not going to do that. We are going to test older students too. Okay. 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 Anyway, so yeah, I would love to talk about my city, but I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed. So I'm not going to talk about anything else. I'm not. I'll talk to you about Galveston. I went there. I I went to Galveston with my sister, Galveston, Texas, because I had an interview for a job, and my sister and I went, and we went to the beach, and there was like so many different activities on the beach. So much going on. Like there was a big sphere, and it had tubing of one circle and then tubing of another circle around it, and you stood in it and you just spun, and you would just spin. That was interesting, and I tried that. I don't remember how it felt, but I remember I tried that, and there was bungee jumping, and at the time I was so crazy I thought I would like to try bungee jumping. Thank goodness I never did. I never did. But isn't it weird that I wanted to try bungee jumping, but I was terrified of paragliding? So I don't. It's just wow. But anyway, I'm not saying that they're terrible things. I'm just saying, for me, someone who's terrified of heights, it would not have been a good thing. Anyway, but yeah, so like lots of interesting things were on that beach, and that's kind of what I want in my city. Not those things, Not obviously not those things unless there's a beach and we'll have those things and maybe something different, whatever. But like in areas, different things that people can try, different things that are fun, so. And we are not going to let her start naming things. Okay, I won't. But yeah, so stuff like that. Just stuff like that. And hopefully my men have chosen a spot with the seasons, and we can enjoy winter, we can enjoy spring, we can enjoy summer and fall. So yes. And speaking of summer, I will have my men there, and I'll finally have someone to take care of the bugs so I can be outside, because bugs scare me. I know I should be braver because all these men are trying to make me braver around bugs. I mean, they've been trying for years, and I'm still scared of them. And, they have. They have really been trying to make me unafraid of bugs. But I'm terrified of them. I'm terrified. So, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe when they're here and I can see them and talking to them and all that, no, I still wouldn't be. they have to take care of it. Just there, go kill the bugs, okay? I can't do it. I can't do it. Anyway, but yeah, so no. And I pretty much stay indoors for that reason during the summer because of all the bugs. Because we get so many bugs around here. Like, not bugs, but like bees. And right now they're the big, whatever bee that is. It's about this big. And it's round. It looks like a tiny bird. Um, yeah. I mean, then we get bees, and I usually have a nest somewhere. There's usually a hornet's nest somewhere around my house. So then I have to pay to get it. Well, my sister pays for it to get removed, but then some bees come back, and I don't know. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then we have these beetles. They're little round beetles. And the lights are on at night, so they fly around the light at night, and the light is right by the gate. So when I want to leave and go to my car to get something, I have to pass through there, and I usually get bugs on me, like little beetles. They'll swish by me, or I have to like go like this so I can get by. And that's scary. To me, that's scary. I don't like bugs. I don't like them. And summer brings many, many bugs. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so enough talk about that. But back to the city. I just hope there's seasons, And thank goodness my man will be there so that I can enjoy outside during the summer. I love the fall. I love fall. Fall is my favorite time of the year. And finally, I'll be able to go get pumpkin lattes again, And that's the kind of thing I worry about. I want pumpkin lattes. So, because I haven't been able to really go out and do much in the longest time. And it really isn't because people won't let me. It's because I've been poor. Very, very poor. I somehow trapped myself in a vicious cycle that I'm trying to get out of, and I just can't get out of it. I can't get out of it. It's just, no matter what I do, every month it's the same thing. I'm stuck in a vicious cycle, and I'm trapped. And I have to stop. I have to find my way out. So we'll see. Hopefully I will. Anyway, but yeah. And then one final thing. All of the stuff that they put in the movies and they put in TV, if you look back, you can see they were precursors to things that happened in society, So, I don't know. I don't watch TV anymore. I don't see what's going on. I don't know what the future is according to them. But I do know this, that resistance is not futile. Jesus can stop you. Jesus can stop anyone from doing anything. And these schools are from Jesus. And the students will learn, and humanity will change. All right. And on that note, I'm going for the better. And on that note, I'm going to end this vlog. And I'm going to say, I hope everybody watching has a great evening tonight and a great day tomorrow. And things go your way. All right. Bye.